Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and the video tutorial series Learning Pandas from Zero. My name is Sheng Chida, and in this tutorial I will be your guide in Pandas. We will explore together how to use Pandas for handling table type data, or more generally, relational database. If you are still new in Python but want to know how to use Python to help you in processing table type data, this tutorial is designed for you. This means I only assume that you might already know the basics of Python, such as declaring and using variables, list and dictionary, calling functions and classes. A bit of knowledge on array in NumPy will be very useful. But in case if you have not touched this concept, don't worry. I will go through the steps and the ideas one by one. The most important part is certainly that you are interested in taking Pandas as part of your programming skill for data handling and wants to know how Pandas can help you in different types of table operations. First of all, let's ask the question, when do we need Pandas? I summarized in this slide 4 important scenarios where Pandas will become handy. First, when we want to analyze a time series. A time series can be, for example, the data of the daily temperature or the closing price of a stock. Second, when we want to process a table, or in the terminology of Pandas, a data frame. For example, the records of hundreds of thousands of customers in a company, or the transaction summary of a company in a year. In these scenarios, where the table is supposed to be very large, Pandas is able to handle this very efficiently. Third, when we want to do data analysis of the time series and data frame I just mentioned, Pandas contains most of the tools for us to develop statistical insight about the data. And finally, Pandas has functions similar to relational database language, such as MySQL, which allows you to query data or combine different tables for your own purposes. And if you need to use Python for one of these applications, Pandas is the library to start from. This tutorial series is built according to my open source textbook under the same title. The textbook is available on my GitHub repository sclearn-astro. So when you go to my GitHub repository and click the project Learning Pandas from Zero, you should be able to find the Markdown version of the textbook to view on the screen, or a PDF version if you prefer a printout file. I will try to update the ebook according to the progress of the video tutorial. So feel free to check my GitHub to see if I have updated the ebook with a new chapter. In this tutorial, I will be using Anaconda and Jupyter Notebook for all of my demonstrations. There are many different software available nowadays which have similar functionalities, so feel free to choose the one which fits you the best. For your information, here are some of the configuration of my Python libraries, which include Python 3.9, NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. If your desktop or laptop does not have the Pandas library, don't worry. Thanks to the Python package installer, you just need to type the command !pip install pandas and press Shift-Enter in the Jupyter Notebook to install it at your first time of Pandas. Then the installer will set it up for you once and for all. You can also do the same thing using Anaconda prompt, but notice that you do not need to type the exclamation mark at the beginning. So, what is Pandas and its relation to other packages? This figure shows the ecosphere of Python packages. The closer to the center, the more fundamental the package is, and the further it is, the more advanced it is used for applications. Pandas is somewhere in the middle, similar to the plotting library Matplotlib. It inherited many functions from NumPy and in handling a large array efficiently. And on top of it, it has those data processing and statistical tools I mentioned in previous slides. It also uses Matplotlib as the backend for the visualization. But Pandas is not as advanced as those common data science libraries like scikit-learn or NetworkX. So this means that we will not expect Pandas to perform tasks more than data analysis and processing, which I mentioned. After mentioning Pandas so many times, what is Pandas actually? According to the developer Wes McKinney, Pandas is the short form for the words Python data analysis or panel data. But we can see the connection is quite remote, so it is more likely a word game based on these words. Pandas data is the terminology used in economics and statistics. It corresponds to the data taken at different time slices from measurement or observations. A simple example will be the closing prices of stocks at different days. It is built on top of NumPy and Python. From Python, we can see it benefits from the efficiency binding to handle array much faster than native Python. And hence, Pandas can handle relational database efficiently, conveniently, and easily. Convenience is that because of its scripting style, most operations can be finished by writing a few lines of code, compared to standard spreadsheet software. It is easy to learn because its syntax is Pythonic, so it is very close to human language. Because of these features, Pandas is widely used in finance and data science for data processing. Certainly, it will be an indispensable tool if you want to enter these fields. Finally, what will we learn in this tutorial? In this tutorial, we will focus on two parts, the essential part and the application part. The essential part is about the everyday function which you will need to know about Pandas for your daily task. The application part is more about using Pandas for extracting and analyzing data designed for specific tasks. We will go through one by one from creating, accessing, and modifying the data frame, to handling multiple data frames, analyzing and visualizing data frame. The main objective of this tutorial is to help you build the skills one by one so that you can manage relational database with ease in the future. That's the end of our first tutorial video. And once again, thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you again in the next tutorial. Next time, we will begin our real journey in using Pandas by building our first data frame. See you.